Late withdrawal. Actually, we should introduce Jordan Lewis, a superstar, premiership player, and wants to start a family himself. He was just saying, kicked the goal yesterday. Welcome, Jordo.
Thanks, Bill.
Yes, you thinking about that? Do you like that little Sam Mitchell package?
I do now. I don't think I would like 3 under 1, but I like when they're at the ages where you can have some fun.
Must be time to start for yourself.
Well, my girlfriend's a primary school teacher, so she deals with little kids every day, and I'm just trying to delay it as long as I can.
Fair enough. A good win yesterday. You must love going down to Aurora and win. I think you've won, 11 out of the last 13?
Yeah, we do, and we've really tried to make a point of it over the last couple of years. We want to go down there and make it a bit of a trip for other sides to come there and not want to play there. And it's a fantastic ground. The surface is seriously the best in the AFL, and we continued that winning streak yesterday.
You must be pleased with the response of your side after the round 1 loss to Geelong.
Yeah, absolutely, Lordy. We played a really good first half against Geelong, and unfortunately we just ran out of legs, and that can be due to a lot of things. But I think over the last couple of weeks, over in Perth against West Coast, and on the weekend we really ran out the games well, and all our GPS results are nearly as good as they've ever been. So, we're confident in our fitness and the way we can run out games.
I imagine a real focus of yesterday would have been the start, 5 goals to zip. Fremantle travelling from interstate, a couple of players down before the game. Clark would have been just wrapped with the start you got.
Yeah, he was. We were really pleased at quarter time. Fremantle this year have really started games well and really squeezed oppositions and made it really tough for them to score. So to have 5 goals to 0 in the first quarter was a really good start, and that sort of played a big part in winning the game.
And to kick 18 goals in total certainly was good. It was good. Ruff has kicked some, and they're throwing around. Cyril, of course, kicked 3. Buddy kicks 4.
Yeah, I think, going into the season, we didn't really know how our forward line would structure up, and we've got Haley and Ruffy and Bud down there as our key forwards, but they can also, provide an option on ground as well, and have Bruce and Cyril and Pioplo and these sort of guys chime in with a couple of goals certainly creates headaches for oppositions.
And late withdrawal, we spoke about a couple of players missing. Luke McFarlane pulled out before the game. Now, he's a very important player. They didn't, so the Fremantle side yesterday didn't have McFarlane, Pavlich or Sandilands, and that's, they are 3 superstars, so they were down a bit.
Yeah, they were, and I think Pavlich has had a sort of an interrupted pre-season, so he's obviously missing a couple of weeks, and McFarlane missed a fitness test, or didn't make the fitness test, and but I think Ross Lyon has a great system, so no matter who of their side is playing, they always seem to perform, and and that's why we wanted to start well yesterday.
You just touched on the scalps that you've taken. Freo, Collingwood and West Coast the last 3 weeks. Luke Hodge, your skipper's made a big difference.
Yeah, he's a fantastic player, and it's probably been a frustrating 18 months for him not being able to string some games together, but he's back, and he was back in a big way last week, and he's just another player that you'd love playing with.
We talk a lot about Nat Newey and Cox together. We talk a lot about the Essendon ruck when they got 3, but Max Bailey and David Hale are playing as good a ruck combination as anybody.
Yeah, they are, and it's also good to see Max out there after 3 knee reconstructions and the work that he's gone through to get himself back, and Haley obviously coming from North Melbourne and establishing himself in our side as a really good ruckman, but also a key forward as well is a great combination to have.
Giving away the hair, Haley.
Yeah, I actually haven't asked him why, but I think hair's only hair, and he decided to shave it off. And
why did you give it away?
One flew off, didn't it?
Had a golf day. It was a windy day, and he teed off, and he didn't know, and his hair had moved. No, he didn't realise.
That's a true story.
Jordan, horrible news with Ryan Sharmakers yesterday. Have you spoken to him? Is it the worst feared news?
I think so. I think whenever you see a player go down like that, and it's a bit innocuous the way he went down, and it didn't look great. I spent some time with him last night, and I think, I think it's maybe the season for him, and that's unfortunate because he was really playing some good football at the start of the season.
Brian Lake, he had a good game in the VFL. Do you expect him to come in against North Melbourne next weekend?
I would think so. Yeah. I think he's the obvious choice. He was going to play if Pavlich had to play, okay. But we just felt like if Pavlich didn't play and he did play, we're a little bit top heavy and a bit too tall. But he'll probably certainly put his hand up for selection this week.
You love the honesty of Fremantle coach Ross Lyon. He was asked why Nick Subin was subbed early in the game.
No, there's nothing wrong with him. We just thought I hadn't touched it once. So let's get some life on, give us some spark. And I thought Lockie gave us a bit of bite around the pack, so it was good.
Yeah, he probably won't play next week. You wouldn't think, would you?
Oh, I wouldn't have thought so. Wouldn't have thought so. A bit of a glamour club down at Hawthorn. Open up the paper today. Saw your good self in there with your beautiful girlfriend Lucy. Have a look. Oh. Geez, you're really dressed up, haven't you? You got the jacket on, you got the beanie, you got sharp shoes.
Who would have thought the boy from Warrnambool could come good like that?
My old man wasn't happy this morning when he had a play. Don't worry, he got down the phone and gave me a bit of a
The
ring.
old man, from all reports, is a pretty tough fellow. How does he go with you shaving your arms? And why would you shave your
Let's
arms?
not start. What would you have shaved? I guarantee you probably haven't got a chest hair. Let alone shaved it. You would have shaved your arms, your legs, everything.
Is that the influence of Josh Gibson maybe at Hawthorn?
Yeah, well, he hasn't got any hair on his body, but I just feel I'm slow on a good day, so if I can just have slimline, be a bit quicker.
You'll have the glasses with no lenses soon. Virtual outstanding. Burgoyne, Rioli, Mitchell and Jordan Lewis is very good. Just couldn't fit him in. A month ahead, so some big games for the Hawks. Who are flying, playing really good footy. North Adelaide, Sydney and the Giants. Fremantle take on Richmond, Gold Coast and the other two there.
Very good. Thanks for coming in, Jordan. We've got all the prizes for you too coming your way.
Thanks for having me.
As well. Jordan Lewis, one of the stars of the competition.